Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, get your tea ready and everything like that. It can be as petty as you want. Add a little extra sugar and everything. This is going to be dedicated to my LGBTQ plus community and also for the women who might need extra assistance or technology in order to get help in order to get pregnant because so many people in this country are poorly educated, ignorant, naive, or corrupted by the brainwashing of the church. And I'm not saying I'm a Christian, but at the same time, I left out of the brainwashing that they try to just I don't know, it just take over my brain cells and everything because it's like I believe, but I'm more spiritual now because I see how when it comes to men and how it's like I don't the power they're just so hungry for, and how so many women are just like, okay, I want to be independent. Just give, it's like, allow me my chance to live my life. But men are like, no, you female, you in kitchen, you cook and do my laundry and bend over when I want you to. It's like, you be submissive and a good girl and make me a sandwich while you're at it. And that's frustrating. It's like women want their rights to be able to either create, pursue what they want, or have goals. And some want to have kids at the same time. And it's like a lot of men want to say that women are too emotional when they can't even handle I think a school requirement for men to graduate would have to be to have that menstrual cramp machine strapped to their stomach. Like if you watched, yeah, go watch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up, watch it. And it's like half of them can hardly handle it. And some of them are like, women go through this every month. Yes, we do. While we either stay at home and take care of your kids and cook and clean and everything like that, and or while we're in the office doing presentations or nursing and taking care of you guys and doing what we do best, especially with our talents and stuff and education. But it is just amazing with how poorly educated so much of this country is, or how closed-minded to the point where they're so dependent on, it's like, and I understand with the Republican Party, they are conservative. They want to conserve the past, conserve tradition, but then at the same time they want to do it to a point where they don't want to allow anybody else to live their life, to love who they want to love and love the experiences they want to love. But then it's like they don't want people to live their dreams and pursue stuff that's out of their cookie cutter shape. But at the same time, they want to be able to be allowed to marry 14-year-olds, but then they blame the LGBTQ community of harming the kids and all this blah 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 blah. Shut up. Just shut up. It's like you guys are the ones that keep getting caught because remember what happened with the Catholic priest, and even lately, how many Republican men keep getting caught with kids or even changing the laws. I believe it was Utah. I believe, I could be mistaken because so many things are going on in my head and I don't, it's like I talk to you guys like I'm having brunch, so I try not to have notes. So yeah, but I know one of these more very conservative states, the red states, it's like one of their family members was with, I believe, a 13, 14-year-old or something like that. But then since they're in high school, they literally changed the law. Since they're in high school, they switched it up to make sure it's now a level one felony or whatever. Yeah, but then you say the LGBTQ plus community are the ones harming kids. But then you're literally going to change the law so that people can't be punished for doing the same exact thing you're accusing the LGBTQ plus community of doing. But you want to conserve. You want to be conservative, but you want to harm people that are different from you, even though it's just not making any sense. And you want to also marry these young girls because they're not smart enough to know that either there might be emotional abusc, or basically all of these are going to be different types of abusc. Okay, because emotional, physical, financial, because I had to run into at least a few of these. And it's like some of these, yeah, in different relationships in different ways. Isn't that right, Mr. Lakaki? Isn't that right, Mr. No Heart? Isn't that right? There's a few others, but those are the two main ones where, especially financial. But it's like some of these men, they want us to keep things so conservative and things like that, and they want women to only date them. But then also, it's like they demand that a woman tells a man what their count is, but then they say men don't have to give their counts because they're the key, not the lock, and all this other stupid, like just garbage or whatever. And it's about the power. They want the power because that number will embarrass the woman, and that man will have more power to be able to embarrass her, because a woman's count matters but a man doesn't. A man is, or no, actually it does matter. Men get complimented when their number is high. But if it was a woman, oh, she's nothing but a garden hoe. She's this, she's that, or whatever. But they want to treat us different. And then in the rap music, in the rap game, it's like they say so many awful, terrible things about women and basically materialize women and try to make sure women feel as just deplorable as humanly possible, almost. Especially, this was kind of like back in the day. And I won't say all, there were some uplifting rappers out there who, made sure women felt a great and amazing. And there were some that mixed it up, some that made it good, some that made it bad, or whatever. And it's like Tupac was an artist of so many different genres and things and flavors when it came to the artistry. And it's like it was educational, inspirational, and the type of music you can talk about and break down, and that had so much meaning and stuff like that. But okay, it's like when it comes to Snoop Dogg, though, we can talk about it. We can talk about it, but yeah, it's like I'm gonna have like you know what, for some episodes I might need some notes on, because now I'm gonna need to look up some of the lyrics, because I'm thinking of some of his songs right now, and yeah, some of the things he said about women. And so my thoughts about when he was at the movie theater with like watching the movie with his grandson and everything, and the two women who have a baby, the child had a question. Children have questions. Children have questions through life. And some questions might surprise you, shock you. Some kids notice things. Kids pick up on things, especially if they don't see it in the home or within their immediate environment. If it's something different to them and they notice it, they're going to ask you questions. I wish you knew some of the questions my students would ask me. Oh, especially the kindergartners. You guys better be careful with kindergartners because they snitch. They tell everything. Sometimes I wish I had some popcorn and like a nice cold like pineapple soda, because they have the good stuff. I know a few students where their mommies and daddies were doing a little cheating, but I got them on my business, so I'm not telling no. Like, I just have to tell them, make sure you don't tell anybody else this information, okay? But then I found out, oh, dang it, you told the gym teacher. So then the gym teacher and I, we talking. And so, yeah, that's when it gets really interesting and stuff. But yeah, parents and grandparents don't understand. Kids have questions, kids talk, kids see things. And yes, Disney has amazing movies that, yes, can be inspirational and like try to like have conversations, and also allow children to see things that are outside of their scope, because diversity is amazing. And also understanding people that are different than yourselves, so that you're not going to be so close-minded or judgmental or just demeaning to them, or that it's like, so that maybe when you grow up you're not going to think it's wrong, you're just going to think, that person's gay, good for them. I love love. And not, oh my gosh, you're going to, like, you're sinning, like that. No, 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 no. Let them live their lives. Let them love. Love is a powerful tool and a powerful thing. And it's like, as long as they're not trying to get you into the mix, why would you care? And with Disney allowing a same gender, same sex couple, they're allowing other couples that look like them to just be like, yes, I can be a part of Disney now. It's like I fit in a little bit more now. Disney allowing fictional characters that fit, like, because, and so, especially some kids who have same sex couples. Now they're like, oh, that's like my mommy and mommy, or that's like my daddy and daddy. They see part of themselves, and that's so important in stories. And that's why it's like all of these no good banning book organizations, they keep trying to ban books that are trying to hide characters that look like many of the people in this country. Many of the kids of this country have parents like that, and they deserve that representation. But then there's men like you. Uh-huh. The way you talked about women and everything like that. You want to judge. You want to judge. What does the Bible say about judging? Yeah, I know my channel, I talk a lot about people, but as like I judge myself at the same time, so hey. But yeah, so and remember, my channel is as messy as my life. But I'm just trying to say, if you're going to try to judge people, look in the mirror first. Look at what you've done, and look at how men see women because of your lyrics and your words. Maybe, look into that a little bit. Okay. Okay, yeah, why don't you do that? Because I know now you're trying to be a better person and have these motivational things for children and stuff. It's like part of me is wondering, when are we gonna see you on PragerU with the way that you've been? It's like, I'm just guessing. I'm just like, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I never see or hear of you on there. I hope yeah, but the way that and it's like, and the thing was, I was so suspicious of you. And that's a funny thing. Okay, you're off the hook for a couple minutes, only a couple minutes though. But with you and Carrie Underwood or whatever, like from the start, when I saw her on American Idol, I didn't care for her. It's like I got a really bad vibe from her. And it's like, for some reason, and it's like, I mean, I already really don't like, I don't know, it's like Dolly Parton. Oh, I can listen to her there, but there are very few country artists I can tolerate and listen to. And especially now, looking at how some of them look at politics, it's like, I'm like, okay, my ears weren't dumb. My intuition wasn't dumb. They were letting me know. And the same thing with Carrie Underwood. Something told me. And even like throughout life, like I would listen to your music, especially being African American, and then some of the schools and environments and things like that. But something was just like, now, especially with the way that you talk about women and stuff, it was just like, and especially when dating, and then men would tell me how they don't want a smart woman, and some of them would even reference your songs. And it's like, I want a woman like this. I want a woman who would act and behave like this. Oh yeah, you're not black enough. You're too white. Yeah, because yeah, you know what? I need to do a whole another video. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I only did a minute with Carrie. Like, I'll talk about her a different day, because the mess she's going through right now with with the farm and everything. Yeah. Okay, I'm not judging. Okay, yeah. But anyway, back to you. It's just crazy with when it comes. You're so upset about how your grandson asked you that question, when you don't realize how a lot of people look at black women, they look down on black women. They say black women can't be smart, we can't be beautiful, we can't be useful, we can't be creative, we can't just etc., because of some of the music you and other artists have put out. It's like a lot of them think we're just good for the bedroom, or we're just good for shaking our behinds and things like that. You have basically, like, you have helped market and promote that, well, black women are of no use. But now you're mad about a question about two women in a relationship and two women that have, like, having a child. But guess what? If you used your brain a little bit, maybe you would have realized that more than just lesbian women or LGBTQ women have, need assistance and help having babies. Because there are some women, or some couples, even some straight couples even, who have to go and get assistance because one or the other, it's like, but then it's like they don't have it the natural way. They have to go to hospitals, clinics, and things like that. And then there are some women who, they like myself, it's like I'm not gonna find a husband. It's like, let's catch up. I have over 400 episodes and I talk about it. But I, like, while I get my businesses and my books and everything together, and this channel together and other channels together, I'm gonna be saving up money so that I can go to the same place and go through the same process as them, so that I can be pregnant. And I want to adopt and foster, but I do want to at least see if I can try to get pregnant that way. And so you are so upset that these women are going to be pregnant, but like in a non-natural way, when that's not the only situation when that happens. And all you had to do was say that technology helped them, because technology has helped many other women, not just lesbian women, not only LGBTQ women, but women who need the technology and the assistance, because sometimes, especially with certain health conditions and things like that, they need a little help. But you are so unempathetic, and you do not want to use your brain, and you do not want to even tell your grandson, okay, you know what? After this movie, like, give me like a couple weeks and let me look into it. Let me look it up. So then maybe you could have maybe realized that it's not just LGBTQ, but then also let him know that people love different ways, or different, like, it's not only male and woman that love. Women and women love, man and man love. And this is all over the world in different tribes and stuff. And some countries are so naive and so that they want to make it illegal. I'm not going to say specifics. But you know who you are. But it's like to the point where they're literally banning it. And our country is trying to line up to do the same thing. But part of me just feels like, would you rather want people who authentically love one another? Or would you rather have people who hate who they marry, but they marry for the expectations of their religion, and so that they can have power over a woman and children? But then at the same time, within their political party, whenever they have their Republican conventions, a certain dating app crashes. Oops. Oops, yeah, a certain dating app crashed twice with you. I wonder why. I wonder why. And it was a specific type where it majority of the people are LGBTQ. And then, especially lately, I keep hearing about certain Republicans talk like they're snitching on other Republicans being in the LGBTQ plus community. Are we shocked? Yeah. But yeah, you want to put down Disney for showing a couple when we need that diversity out there. We have people out here who they need that. And especially, it's like, even as maybe role models, now they can see that lesbians can be astronauts. Because I know it's like, some people are gonna say, "Oh well, you could just go by nationality or race." Like, and yeah, race is a construction by power of the white community back in the slavery days or whatever, but it's like by skin color and stuff like that or whatever, and or gender and everything like that. But at the same time, sometimes people want to restrict and stop people that are in the LGBT plus community because they feel threatened by them, or they feel like they're so different and so often that they wouldn't be able to be comfortable around them, because just because someone's gay they think, oh, they're going to hit on me. uh-uh do you know the LGBT, like, uh, mm, come on now. LGBT, like, do you know how many gorgeous gay men I know? And sometimes I'm just like, and it's like they had a show all about the I think there was five of them. It's like the gay men makeover show. I forgot the title of it, and they even redid it. I kept saying I was gonna watch and check out these beautiful men to see who, like, how they're gonna make over and everything like that now, but it's like they slay all day. They have better taste than most of you got men. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's just amazing with how you many of you drag these wonderful, beautiful, and amazing people, and you want to put them in a box and stereotype them, because it's like LGBTQ can be whatever and whoever they want to be. They can work whatever career and stuff, but it does not mean they're going to hit on you. Even you may be attractive, but it's like attractiveness isn't goes in so many ways, because I'm a sapiosexual. Yeah, it's like I like when the person, looks, attractive, but at the same time, I've been asked out by men who some people would prefer, like, kind of think as Ken dolls, or the black Ken dolls. I forgot what was the male Ken doll's name, the black one. Yeah, I forgot. I want to say Jamal, but I'm like, no, that's true. Like, no, like, I don't think it was Jamal. But that would have been great if it was Jamal, though, because now I'm picturing. I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, okay, that would have been. But anyway, it's just, yeah, I, I've been asked out, but then sometimes when they open their mouths and they say some of the stupidest things, and also on dating apps, on some of these dating apps, when some of these men that they look all right, they look attractive, but then they say MAGA, or hail the orange guy, and or uh, so like, and it's really funny how some of them, they start off and they tell me off, and they say I'm nothing but even they'll say the N word, and they'll say, call me the B word, C word, almost every elemental P word you can even think of. But then on another dating app, they forgot it's me. You're so beautiful. You're so amazing. Oh no, but you called me the N word in the other app. Cause yeah, guess what? I'm doing that right now. I found, like, this has happened quite a few times, quite a few times. But it's like, and they're buried in my phone. But this one isn't, because he's a new one. He's like, he hasn't written me, so yeah, it's like he wrote me a couple times, but it's like I try to get him to have conversations, but a lot of men, they're terrible at conversation. And oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, I know I'm kind of on a tangent. Remember, my channel is as messy as my life, but I'm just saying all of this because it's like some people think just because they're physically attractive that an LGBTQ person plus person is going to just flirt with them. That's not how compatibility or attractiveness works all the time. Because, yeah, like I said, with me, it's like sometimes when these men open their mouths, especially once I hear, or once they tell me they voted for the orange guy once, everything dries up. It's like eyes, kitty, like everything. It's just like there is no, I am not attracted whatsoever. My mouth is just like everything dry, like a desert. It's just like no, no, no. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm straight. Nah, no, I'm good. And so I don't know. It's just, did I go to a lot of places with this episode? Yes, I did. But when I think about his ignorant, awful, like, just the way that it just sounded like he was just disgusted by the question. And with that procedure, a lot of women need that procedure. It's like, and a lot of people want to blame women for not getting pregnant sometimes, or they were like, "You're gonna be a cat lady." I was like, "You're gonna be this, and you're gonna have like, why don't you have kids, or why aren't you married?" And marriage isn't for every woman, especially nowadays when some of these guys are such jerks and they think like Snoop, like, just like Snoop and things like that. It's like a lot of us were not attracted to that. A lot of us don't want to tolerate that. A lot of us, it's like if we had to date a man like that, that would be insufferable. We no. I said, I mean, some of you ladies might be able to do it, especially with this wallet or whatever. It's like, cause yeah, some ladies they get over it because they're just like, you know what? As long as I get this money or whatever, and it's like he'll be out the house and traveling doing his thing or whatever, so I don't have to hear that conservative blah 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 all day. And then I was like, I'll give him what he wants at night, and I'll give him something to make sure he passes out as soon as we're done. And or but yeah, he's puff puff pass anyway, so yeah, all you got to do is learn how to roll up a good one and hand it to him after you're done, and you're good. So but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. That would be insufferable. That would be absolute torture. It's like I need the kind, like I'm a sapio, so I need someone I could like, ooh, like let's go to the bookstore and find a new book to read, and then we have our own little book club, and it's like have a candlelight dinner, and we talk about like the 1 to 3 chapters that we were supposed to read either that week or that month or whatever. Because I understand, like I was like I'm starting my businesses and jobs or whatever, and he's got his job, so every month, so we set aside. And then, it's like, yeah, I'm a nerd too. So, oh, yeah, well, I'll talk about this in another episode. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like lately, especially on Reddit, I keep seeing how these couples are like, I've lost the spice, and I don't know what we can do anymore, and oh, everything's just the same. And it's like, no, 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 baby, that's why nerds are helpful. We can help you again. And I don't, yeah, you know what, I keep saying I'm gonna start on the Reddit stories. There's so many things I need to cover, and topics like this and I know some people are like, I don't like how you went all over the place, but a lot of people forget that one topic is not just that one topic. One topic has a domino effect and it leads to other topics, and it sometimes a cause and the effect, sometimes an effect didn't happen just because of one. And so it's like sometimes it's three things. Sometimes, especially with the same sex marriage or whatever, it was more like it was legal, and then society and education, and then in community. So when you have those things hitting against the the right for LGBTQ to love and to have babies and things like that the way that they want to, it's not just one cause. And that's one reason why I take the subject to different levels and realms and things, because some people are going to like contest or like argue in different areas, so I make sure I throw at least a few softballs out there. And it's like I can go on with the subject even more, but I think at least I gave kind of like a cake. I kind of gave that first top layer before you even it out and put the good stuff on it. And there's so many other talented people on here that will, and especially I'm still, well, it's like I'm not really new anymore, but yeah, since someone scammed me on Fiverr, yeah, but yeah, you know what, I'm patient or whatever. But anyway, I feel like if I can at least give this, layer, the first layer of the cake and stuff, and allow people to think in different ways, maybe I can be the effect that will allow you to look up like different infertility causes, and like why, like how some women go to special, and even how gay men, because some gay, like a man relationship, sometimes like even looking at the relationship and how they find the right woman to entrust that, because that's a whole different, that's an even bigger trust right there. And I didn't even, yeah, no, I wish I covered that, but I will do that on another day. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.